Well, it's very impressive, obviously. I mean, simply in terms of scale. There's been this huge increase in the water storage capacity in this part of the world. Everybody knows that this is one of the driest parts of the British Isles. And here, right in the heart of it, is this huge stretch of water that has been created. And that's a protection against what can be going wrong or can be happening in terms of climate change and global warming and so on. There are going to be big disturbances in our climate. We've already seen extreme floods and extreme droughts. And if you're going to guard against that and provide an ever-increasing population with the water that they need, places like this are essential. The danger would be that in creating facilities of this kind, that there will be damage to the natural world. And certainly when I started becoming involved in nature conservation, it was an opposition. I mean, do you develop or do you conserve? And so there were lots of angry confrontations. Well, now it's quite the reverse here now. I mean, the care that the company has taken to make sure that there's adequate facilities for the wildlife here, notably, of course, the water birds, is wonderful and heartening, and it's only just beginning. You know, it's right at the end. It's right at the start. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger in terms of its importance to the birds of this country.
So, were you interested to hear about how the construction work had worked hand in hand with managing the environmental impact?
Yes, I mean the observation that every development took note of what the Essex Wildlife Trust thought about these matters was enormously heartening, and an indication that was the case. It can be seen in the fact that there was no controversy about the developments. It wasn't necessary to appeal to the Secretary of State to go and resolve arguments and who would have this and who would have that. It was all solved by debate and agreement right at the ground level. And that is a great achievement.
Now, as the president of the National Wildlife Trust, you must be very interested to hear about the partnership working between Essex and Suffolk Water and the Essex Wildlife Trust.
Yes, certainly. I mean, it's a model of what one has always hoped, that development and conservation go hand in hand to the benefit of both.
And in terms of bird life that you've seen around the reservoir today, is there a favourite?
I haven't seen much. I've been driving around in the car and birds.